The other ones that we've talked about in the This Is My Church series, this is going to seem like a relatively small one. I think we've talked about serving, we've talked about being in community, we've talked about kind of having this attitude that says, I'm going to do whatever it takes for this to be my church. And so in the context of some of those, this may seem small, but it's actually pretty big. And it's actually a very small thing that we can do to make a big difference. And we'll just kind of call it going on mission with your church with When I Worship. My guess is that most of your churches have multiple services. If they don't have multiple services, there's still something that you can do. But this is really mostly for churches that have multiple services. If your church has multiple services, let me tell you, there's probably one of those services that is more crowded or the most crowded than the rest of them. And what I want you to do is I want you to consider which service that you go to. I would like for you to consider going to the service that not as many people go to. Because most of the times the service that's right around 10:30, 11 o'clock is the one that most people go to. And that by and large is the one that most new people will go to. And if you move from that service to an earlier service or even a Saturday night service that your church might have, what you'll find is that you're opening up a seat for a visitor to come later. Because often a visitor, someone who's brand new to church, if a place is really crowded, it makes them feel uncomfortable. Maybe they feel like there's not a seat. And they might even feel maybe, hey, there's not even a place for me here at this church. And so if you've got a service that's bursting at the seams, but you got some other services that are a little bit smaller, choose to go to a different service. And that way, you're opening up spots for more people. And then what you can do is you can worship at that earlier service and then serve in that second service, providing more workers to help meet the needs of all the new people that are coming. It's a very small thing, but it can really make a big difference.